Crispy fried chicken, spicy mayo, all stuffed into the lightest, fluffiest bao bun you've ever seen. Guys, this is the ultimate fried chicken bao bun. So first up, we're gonna deal with the all-important fried chicken. So I have a really special technique for getting the crispiest, crunchiest, craggly coating on the outside of your chicken. That's a lot of C's. Anyway, first of all, we're gonna start with some spicy sauce because I like things spicy. You guys know that by now. And I'm gonna use my Marion's Kitchen coconut sriracha. You can use whatever kind of hot sauce you like. I love this one, obviously. So I'll get that into a bowl. If you want to find out where you can buy this sauce, head to my website, marionskitchen.com. It'll tell you all about it. And then I'm going to add some vodka. So vodka is going to do two things. One, it's got volatile molecules. So when it hits the hot oil, it's going to sort of make things puff up and bubble and crisp up, which is really good. But also alcohol is a really good flavor carrier. So it's going to help with the flavor being carried all through our chicken as a marinade. So I'm going to pour that in. And if you want to keep this kid-friendly and you don't want to use any alcohol, just add a little bit of chicken stock or some water. And I want to liven things up even more. So I'm going to add some sweet paprika. This is going to give us a really great color as well. And then just because I'm always totally extra with the chili, I'm going to add some chili powder and some garlic powder. This is another one of my little secret ingredients that's going to boost the umami and the sort of savory flavor of the chicken. And then a really decent pinch of salt. Now just give that a mix. Okay, now add in your chicken. So I've got chicken thighs here. I am totally a thigh drumstick kind of girl. I love how moist the chicken stays, but you can totally use chicken breast as well. I've just sort of cut them into bite-sized pieces and just mix all of those pieces through. And I know this looks like a lot of liquid. That's exactly what we want. You'll see a bit later when we come to do the crumbing part why that's important. But for the meanwhile, I want to leave this chicken to rest. Overnight would be great, but you know, if you're in a hurry, 10-20 minutes would be good too. Okay, now time to make that coating on the chicken happen. So what we want to do is pour the whole lot of this chicken plus all of that liquid into our bowl of flour. And now you want to mix everything up, and the flour is going to bind with all of that liquid and create all of the little crispy, craggly bits and pieces on the outside of the chicken. This really must be done by hand. You've kind of really got to squish the flour into that chicken. Just grab hold of a piece and really press down, get lots of that sticky, floury stuff stuck to the chicken. Okay, now this is what you're looking for. All these little bits and pieces stuck all over the chicken everywhere. They're gonna get really crispy and crunchy in the oil, just what we want. So now for the part that always brings me so much joy. I just love frying chicken. I'm going to just test my oil first of all with a chopstick or a wooden spoon, and this is how I tell if the oil is hot. I can see lots of little bubbles. I don't want them too ferocious though, because these are quite thick, these pieces of chicken, so they're gonna need to be in there for like 6-7 minutes, and I don't want them to get too brown on the outside before they're cooked through. So a medium kind of bubble, and then in our chicken goes. And of course, as with any deep frying, don't overcrowd the pan. Overcrowding will drop the temperature of the oil too much, and that's when you get things all oily and soggy. Not what we want. And my other big tip for deep frying at home, particularly when you're doing large pieces of things, is to keep them moving and keep them flipping over. So it's not like in a restaurant where you have a really big vat of oil and you've got like a basket keeping it off the bottom of the pan. So you have to keep it moving so that it cooks evenly without getting too many brown spots. Now look at this gorgeous color. Fried chicken doesn't get any better than this. Now take these out and drain them on some paper towel. While that chicken's still hot, sprinkle over some salt. Always be seasoning when you get things straight out of the oil while they're hot, because the salt will stick. So we've got our crispy, crunchy chicken. Now we want a really light, fluffy vessel to put it in, and I can think of nothing better than a beautiful bao bun. So these are my homemade bao buns, and if you want the recipe, a foolproof recipe on how to make these, check out my YouTube channel. You can also buy these in the frozen section of a lot of Asian grocery stores if you'd like to do that. So these guys need to go onto steam. I'm going to put them onto a wok full of boiling water. And just wait for those to heat up. So while we're doing that, we'll get the rest of our bits and pieces ready to assemble. Any kind of fried chicken sandwich to me needs a really good sort of drizzly sauce to go with it. So I'm going to start with a little bit of mayonnaise, and I'm going to add some extra chili because that's just me, but this is some extra coconut sriracha. Just mix that through. So good, spicy, tangy, yum. And now for the chicken. So because of the size of my bao buns, I'm going to slice the chicken in half. Also just because I love to hear that crispy crunch. Ah, look at that, perfection. So now we're ready for the assembling part, and I've got my sauce, my chicken. I've also got some pickled red onion here, and I just simply mixed the onion slices with a little bit of sugar and a little bit of plain white vinegar. Just let it sit around for a few minutes, and then just some spring onion as well. So let's open up and get some of our buns out. Now you want to open up your bun, drizzle on the base some of that spicy mayo and a couple of pieces of chicken. And then, because you can never have too much spicy sauce, in my opinion, I'm going to put some more sauce on top, and then a little bit of that pickled onion, and finally some spring onion. Now that, my friends, is one epic sandwich, which I am going to have to try out, just so you know. You guys have to eat this. Crunchy chicken, spicy mayo, and then pickled onion. Perfect, just perfect. Really is very good. We should film this again so I can eat more.